Oh, right there at the boat. Oh my gosh. Come here. Come here. He hit that as soon as it hit the water. Ooh. Big one. Big one. I think he's big. I don't know. Yeah, this is a fish. He's big. Oh, yeah, I just saw the tail a little bit. He's big. I just want to see you. I just want to see you at least. Oh, yes, big one. Look at that drag. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I have my cousins. Come here, Quan. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way because I know he wants to be in it. It's my cousin Quan. Turn around on yourself, Q. So we're going into Bass Pro today and we have a $50 budget. I didn't tell them this on the way up here. Quan, you have $50 to spend on lures for me.
Oh, bet.
To go catch bass on. How does that sound?
Today?
Well, we're not going today. It's already late. Probably tomorrow.
$50.
$50. So we're giving Quan $50. I would give you the cash, but I don't know what he would go buy with the cash. So I'm just gonna pay with it with my card instead of giving him the cash. So you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go do it. Going into it, what do you want to get?
I'm gonna give you a cross crankbaits, top water jigs, frogs.
Top water jigs, okay. If we find a top water jig, I'm gonna be very surprised.
All right.
Like a top water jig with a skirt?
I think so.
Or like a buzz bait,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're going into Bass Pro, guys. We need to get a better situation for this microphone here, but we're gonna make it work for today. Wonderful World of Bass Pro. Have y'all been here before?
Yeah. You bought her.
Oh yeah, we did come here. Yeah. We did come here. So we've been here one time before. We might take a little tour around the store again, but we're gonna go to the fish. Let's go ahead and get our fishing lures before we walk around the store for 3 hours. Cause you know me, guys, I will walk around Bass Pro for a full 3 hours. We're gonna go in, we're gonna pick our lures out or we're gonna get Quan to pick our lures out. All right, so Quan's 13. We're gonna ask a 13-year-old, how many lures can you get for $50 out of Bass Pro? How many lures?
Like 3 or 5 or
okay, he knows then. He doesn't think you could get 50 for $50 out of Bass Pro.
No, Bass Pro is really high.
Bass Pro is expensive, that is right. So
$7 for a crankbait is messed up.
Bass Pro, if you're listening, $70 for a crankbait is messed up. I'm not sure if y'all set the prices, but you heard it from Quan first. So we're gonna go in and pick our lures.
Come to me.
Ladies first.
Don't hit me with that. Ladies first. Go ahead.
Gentlemen first.
Opposite day.
Ladies.
Yeah, I got you. See, I got you. I'm gonna fish with all this stuff and I'm just gonna give it to Quan after. He doesn't know that, but we're gonna gift him $50 worth of stuff. Sound good?
Yeah.
We might even get you something too, Q, for working with us for the day. Working with the LLC for the day. All right, guys, so we're starting. I'm gonna take Quan aisle by aisle. So I'll get a topwater lure, a moving bait like a crankbait, and then we'll get a bottom bait, so a jig, a worm, it doesn't matter, whatever.
All right.
So by then we should spend all of our $50, but I figured if I take them from aisle to aisle, we won't spend all of it on the topwater frog section, you know?
No, I'll just pick one frog.
Okay. So we're starting with the frogs. There's also more frogs over there.
Frog, you want big,
it doesn't matter.
small?
It doesn't matter. Whatever you think I need, you buy.
I'm getting the light color.
You like the yellow?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You have a lot of options.
Yeah.
I really don't want the yellow one. Get the black one. Get that one.
Let's see.
No, I'm just kidding. Get whatever. You gotta think. This is probably gonna be your most expensive lure right here because these are all pretty much $10 and up. So do you want to splurge on the frog and then just go normal on all the other bait? It's up to you. It's 100% on you of what you pick, but just don't pick that yellow frog up again, please. No, I really don't. But I mean, if you want me to use that, I'll fish with it.
No, you don't need a frog. They go to crankbait.
No, we have to get a topwater. So it's either one of these or like a walking bait. It doesn't have to be a frog. But I mean, if it was my selection, I'd probably pick one of these over here. I'd want one of those if I'm just saying. I like that black one. I'm gonna go get in the car and I'm gonna let him call me whenever he gets done picking out the lures because I'm gonna do that. When he picks up like a hot pink frog, I'm like, I can't do nothing. I don't know what color water is gonna be. Whatever it is gonna be hot water. Because it's 100 degrees this week. That's why we're here right now during the day to film this. Dude, these are expensive. Okay, $5.49. This is $6.49. So you're at
12.
Yeah.
11, around 11.
Oh yeah, we'll just say 11. It doesn't, Quan. I was picky about this. Everything else from this point on doesn't matter.
All right, this is one.
This
Cause Jenny has some bites on all of these.
Oh yeah, see, Quan watches the videos. We got to this island, he was like, "You've got bites on all of these." So I guess we're gonna get lucky with a Berkeley something. Oh, I told you, did I not say he was gonna get something pink? Did I not say he was gonna pick out something pink?
I seen this one. I seen that one in the tackle box.
You been stealing out of my tackle box?
No.
Maybe.
Well, like it's sad.
I know the feeling. My mom, she used to like have a 10 off 50 coupon and she'd spend $30. She'd let me use the extra 20 on fish and stuff in Dick's, and it would take me probably an hour or so. Mom, if you're watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, we got a little square bull 3.5, so this is like 5. Oh, it only dives 3.5 feet. That's perfect.
Oh, all right.
Good pick.
All right.
Good pick.
I got all of these already. Don't try to play me.
No, I don't have those. I think, yeah, let's get those. All right, $27, $28. Max interest. I did not tell you to get these, did I?
You didn't know. You snatched it out of my hand. So
yeah, so we're getting those. I did snatch out of your hand. All right, so if you love me, you'll get me a trailer that matches this. If you don't love me, you'll get me pink.
Let me see what color that is again.
Dude, hold it. Take it. Match made in heaven.
Do it match.
Yeah, match is pretty good to me.
Do it match. Answer that question for me.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
Wait, I thought they don't use these.
All right, so we got like $5, $6, $8, $8, and $4. So what does that add up to? I was just saying the values. I wasn't adding it. We'll say we're up to need hooks. I need hooks.
You need hooks?
Yeah, for my worms.
Worms?
Worms.
Let me see if we're gonna get packed.
Hopefully he doesn't go get me like treble hooks for those. I think I'm gonna Texas rig it if that helps narrow down the selection at all. Man, I really like those 3/0 right there for $4.49 on the 3rd row. Second one over from right here. I really like those 3/0 ones, round bend. Those are money for me. Oh good, he just said I don't know what hook to pick. I picked the right guy to come pick out my fish on me.
All right, peel back.
No, I'm just kidding. Let's take those.
Don't snatch them out of my hand. Let's snatch them, folks. See?
All right. Also, weights. You can give me tungsten, any type of weight.
I'm gonna give you bullet point. What weight set?
Bullet weights.
Yeah, bullet weight. No.
Do you think we have $50 worth of stuff, or so, or about? Because that's 5. This is 3, 6. You think?
You want to fish out the frog?
No, I don't want the pink frog one. I'll keep the black one.
All right.
I'm telling you, cousin love.
Cousin love.
Love y'all, man.
Yeah.
The pink frog was not a good decision.
Man, don't judge me. I like pink.
That really makes me question his love for me. So
I'm gonna go pick it up right now.
all right, we're gonna go check out while he goes and looks for the frog, which I should have went and hit them all, but we're gonna go check out. Stay tuned. Next time you see us, we'll be on the boat trying to catch some bigmouth bass on these juicy lures we got. So stay tuned. See y'all. Well guys, we got a fairly early start to this morning. Up to this point, I was just zoned in when I got out here this morning. I mean, sun hadn't came up yet, and we have not caught a single fish. And I started off with the frog. I just picked up the chatterbait. I think we should be able to get some bites on that worm, but I mean, we got out here this morning and we were like, yeah, sun wasn't up. I was like, I'm gonna wreck them on this frog, and I'm gonna switch over to the chatterbait. I'm gonna wreck them on that. And I'll just pick one I'll pick a random one, you know, off the bottom with the crankbait, catch a 5-pounder. And that couldn't be farther from the truth of what's happened this morning. So, I mean, I'm not saying we're struggling, but I mean, we just haven't caught nothing. You know, it's one of those, you don't just kill them every time you get out. Also, the water's probably about 130 degrees right now. So the bass are probably like, what is going on? And the people are, you know, saying the same thing. So we don't have the worms rigged up yet, but we're gonna go ahead and do that. Our nice little fusion hooks. I'm happy Quan picked those out for us actually, because I did need some more of those hooks. So we got the nice hooks. And we had a nice bag of generals. So we're gonna go over here and hopefully try to catch our first one, because I've seen a little bit of action in this corner over here. So hopefully we'll catch our first one out of this corner on this general right here. I had one blow up earlier this morning, like right beside my frog. I'm not sure if I got it on video. I don't think my camera was on yet, honestly. But when I say it blew up right beside my frog, like there was probably a shad right here, and then my frog was right here, and it shows the shad. And I mean, it was a good, I'm not gonna say it was a monster, but it was probably about 2 pounds or so. It would have helped. It would have been a nice fish, nice first fish for the video. And I was like, oh yeah, from this point on, we got this. You know, this is gonna be a little quick, easy breeze, but man, did he fool me? Oh yeah, there has to be one right there. There's always so much commotion in that spot right there, always. It never fails. So we're gonna throw this worm and then we're gonna throw that frog over these little mats a little bit. Hopefully the worm won't take too long. We should be able to scratch this off quick. It's the first time I picked it up today too, so. Hey, I heard that up under the dock. All right, guys, so I pretty much already made a lap around the pond, fishing the topwater chatterbait. And I fished this crankbait a little bit. I threw the chatterbait for about halfway down this bank. Didn't have any luck on it. Didn't even get a bite or anything. So I think we're gonna try this crankbait out. And if we don't catch anything with crankbait, I think we might just switch ponds. We had a big full moon last night, so I'm not sure if that could have had anything to do with the bite or like affected in any way or anything. But I think we'll go. So what we'll do, we'll probably just go to this very back corner, fish the worm back there, because I saw some bubbles and whatnot back there. And then we'll probably come out to the middle. If we catch one on the worm back there, we'll probably come out to the middle and fish the chatterbait and crankbait around a little bit. If we don't catch anything from there, then we'll just switch ponds, go try somewhere else. Pretty much what I'm leaning towards now is just going somewhere else while the morning's still young. It's supposed to be like 97, 98 today. So if at all possible, I'd love to be off the water by like 11 or so. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. Come here. Come here. He hit that as soon as it hit the water. That was an awkward hook set. Oh, that's not a bad one. Oh, get around all of my rods. Please don't come off either, dude. He's not crazy big, but I mean, he's the first fish and on the chatterbait. We're counting him regardless. Everybody see him? He's not hooked that good. Oh, he's just barely hooked. I know it's through. It's all the way through. All right, out in the middle. Out in the middle, baby. Let's go. You can put the chatterbait rod down. It's fish number one off of the challenge. He's not crazy big, but he's thick. Look at that. I mean, he's like a pound and a halfer in a dink's body. This fish doesn't like to miss meals. But he's so warm too. He's not hot. It's not like hot, like stagnant water hot. But I mean, he is pretty warm. Gosh, that feels so good. I've been out here for like 2 hours with no bite. And it's the worst feeling like when you wake up super early and like you don't catch anything when you first go out. You're like, did I just miss my extra 2 hours of beauty sleep I could have got for absolutely nothing? Which I mean, it's not for nothing. We know what not to do next time, but. All right, got our first fish off of this tree. So I'm gonna put this down because we don't really need it anymore. All right, we're done with this. We're done with this one. We're done with this one. Don't let me pick this one back up, guys, because you guys know me. I catch one on something and I'm like, I'm not putting it down. Don't let me pick it back up. If you see me pick it back up, comment like, hey, put that down. Only 2 hours into the day, we finally hook up on our first fish. Whew. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, so much. First, just thank you for letting me wake up to come out here, but thank you for letting me catch a fish. All right, guys, I'm gonna tell you something that kind of helps me a little bit when I fish. Well, when I first started, when I first got my kayak, I was just like a big bank beater. And what I mean by that, I would fish just around the grass. I'd make 2 loops. If I didn't catch anything, I would leave. But as I've kind of like grown and learned more fishing, I learned that a lot of times, I mean, there's structure out here. There's probably gonna be fish on the structure. But something that I've picked up on is a lot of times if you either, you know, I'll go around and I'll cast at the grass. If I don't catch anything, then I'll get kind of how I just was doing. I'll get up close on the grass and I'll cast out away from the grass and kind of parallel to the grass. Because sometimes just that different presentation, I don't know what it is about it, but the fish, I mean, they're still right there, but like they don't want it from the way you casted it to them, you know? So if those two things don't work, then normally I'll just kind of come out to the middle and I'll blind cast in the middle. And if I'm just like, if you know, you're just out having a good day and you really don't care if you're catching fish or not, you just want to catch something. If I don't catch anything out in the middle, it's gonna sound crazy. Like if I've had a day where I've just been skunked, zero fish, I'll pick up a big swim bait, just go out to a random part in the middle, whatever looks the juiciest to me, or just turn the trolling motor off, turn around and fish backwards off your boat. Because I mean, if you're not on like a big nitro or whatever, all these boats are a platform to stand on. So it doesn't matter if you're facing the front, whichever direction. And I'll just basically, I will cast all around me. So like I'll start over here and I will 360 fan cast a big swim bait all around me. And that saved a couple of days for me, just having that big bite. It happened earlier this year. It's just, I mean, one of those days where like nothing's working out for you. I don't have a big swim bait isn't part of this challenge, thank the Lord today. But I don't know, it's just something about those days where you just don't catch anything. Like wait till the last part of the day. 12 o'clock during the day, I mean, you could catch one, but when I say wait till the last part of the day, I mean wait until about 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, or 6, 7, 8 o'clock now since it's different time. I mean, wait until late in the evening and just throw a big swim bait out in the middle. And that's just, I mean, days where you catch them too, you can do it and it might work for you, but I don't know, it's just something about a day where I haven't caught anything and I pick that up. It seems like it always at least gets a hit or something. But yeah, don't be afraid to fish the middle. That's basically the moral of that story, is just because you don't see anything, you know, this is my first boat ever having a graph or anything on it. I've only been on it 3 times. So I know what I'm looking at, but I'm still kind of learning it a little bit. So you just kind of got to be adventurous when you fish and be willing to try all different places, all different stuff, because you just never know where the fish are going to be at. So I mean, I literally caught that one 3 foot off the front of that tree. Ooh, big one, big one. I think he's big. I don't know. Yeah, if this is a fish, he's big. Oh yeah, I just saw the tail a little bit, he's big. I just want to see you. I just want to see you at least. Oh yeah, it's a big one. Look at that drag. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. He's just spinning me all around. Do your thing, man. I don't have pliers with me, I'm pretty sure either. Look how he's just spinning me around. Look. I mean, he's just fighting. I saw him a little bit. He doesn't look too crazy. Oh, I don't know. He hasn't really came all the way up yet. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I don't have pliers with me. How smart is that? Oh yeah, that's a good one. Look at this one, guys. Oh gosh. Don't do that. Stop. Oh, he came off. All right, we're putting that down. He had both hooks. That was a good 3-4 pounder. Y'all saw that though. Y'all saw that fight. That's why I said I just want to see you, because I just knew that one was coming off. He had some energy too. I think that's probably the hardest fighting fish I fought this year. I mean, I've caught a 9.7 this year. That fish probably wouldn't, but maybe he was. I don't think he was 5. He was probably like a 4 or so. But definitely hardest fighting fish that I fought to this day. I really need to keep the net on the boat with me, because I don't. You know, if it comes between, if it's a 10 pounder, I'm reaching down and grabbing it. But if it's not a 10 pounder, I'm not reaching down and it jumping and putting treble hooks in my hand. I've been traumatized from that, guys. I can do it sometimes, but like, if it's not in the moment, if I think about it too much, I know every time I'm gonna get hooked. So, like, most of the time I can just kind of flip them in, but that one, I guess he was a little heavy, and these hooks are probably a little too small to be doing that with. But we did see him, and that's why I said I just wanted to see him, because I just kind of had a feeling he wasn't gonna make it all the way in the boat. Because I tried to give him like a second hook set. I'm not sure if y'all caught on to that, but he only had like the bottom hooks, and I hooked him again in the top of the head. And I was like, oh, he'll be good. And I was gonna pick him up, but I mean, that's 100% on me, guys. You don't have to roast me in the comments. I know I should have just reached down and been a man and grabbed the fish, I know. But I mean, if you haven't seen the clip, I got hooked pretty good in the finger with the Chapo one time trying to do that, trying to be a trying to be a man, and that did not feel good at all. I can actually still I don't feel it, but like when I touch my finger, I can feel the pain all over again. Guys, this just looks fishy right here. Like, I wish I had a flipping weight. I wish I had one part of this challenge. I have one, but we're still trying to catch one on this daggone worm. There was a big blow up back here just a second ago too, though, so I'm sure that fish is still back here. Ooh, that was cool. I was just on a little stick right there, but I reeled up into it and I was like, ooh, that feels like a fish. Just a story of somebody who hasn't caught one yet. Oh, I bet this boat is gonna look amazing after I just hydro dipped it in all this muck. There we go, there we go. Oh, we let it go. Dang it. All right, we just had one. Yeah, he picked it up and put it down. Hit it twice. All right, that's fish number 2. That's a good sign though. At least we're getting bites on this worm. So honestly, I'm more worried about the crankbait. I think the frog right now is pretty much out of the question. Like, I don't think as slow as it's been, we'd probably have to stay out here legit all day, maybe to get a slight blow up on the frog. But
8 hours later.
Oh gosh, wow, welcome back. This is part 2. Well, it's the same day. We just came back out here. We had a couple bites where we had one fish landed this morning, actually. I know we had a couple bites on the worm. It's crazy, that was only 12 hours ago. I've been to CrossFit, guys, you know. I think I talked about that a while ago. I've been working out and whatnot. But anyway, we fished out here until about 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 this morning, until it got up to 130, which, I mean, I'm not exaggerating. It felt like it was 130 degrees. And this water is toasty. So, we came back out. We're back out here at this same pond we were at this morning, and we're gonna try to catch a couple more. Oh, get these. If we can get this frog and this worm checked off, I'm gonna try to catch another one on that chatterbait. I mean, on that little crankbait, on that square bull. Gosh, I hate we lost that one this morning. I didn't even bring a net with me. I should have grabbed the net before I left the house, but oh well, we know this time we'll just reach down and grab them. If it's a big fish, if it's another one, or if it's like a 1.5 pounds or so, we're gonna just flip it again, you know?
1 hour later.
Oh, right there at the boat. Oh, that's a big one too. Oh, on the chatterbait. All right, guys, we're just gonna fish this chatterbait. Oh, yeah. Oh, right at the boat, dude, right at the boat. I feel like he might come off. We're gonna reach down and grab him. Dude, right at the boat. I wasn't paying attention, I was looking at the graph. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Gosh, today has been so tough. It's fish number 3 on the chatterbait. Oh, that's I think he'll go too. We're gonna weigh him. Gosh, guys, you don't know, we have actually been out here like legit struggling. Like, it's no faking for the camera or anything. Like, it's actually been really, really terrible today. And I mean, it might be the lures that we're throwing, since we do have like a little select lure palette to choose from, but I know you like that word right there, palette. You never heard that before, lure palette. Oh, the back came off of the scale. I thought the batteries would have been missing. 2, oh, almost a 3-pounder. Hey, I will take that. There is no way that fish is almost 3 pounds. Hey, that's what the scale says. We're going with it. I mean, he's thick. He's not crazy big, but like, he's big enough. So guys, would you be mad at me if I fished that chatterbait for the rest of the day? Because we had one, the crankbait, come off earlier, and it's like, this honestly seems like the only way that we're getting bites. The sunset over there is so pretty. It's making the fish, like, it's reflecting off of the fish, and the fish looks more golden than anything. Oh, what a pretty bass. Summertime bass. I don't even think it's summer yet, and it's already 100 degrees. It's crazy. Late spring bass, I guess. I'm just excited for the next 3 lakes, 3 lures video for the summertime. All 3 of my lakes and all 3 of my lures for that video, it's just gonna be straight Ned rigs, honestly. Little spoiler alert, spoiler alert. All right, so we got this win. I don't think the general or the frog could happen. We're still gonna bet on the frog, but I don't know. It's like, we've only caught fish on the moving baits. And that one ate it literally right at the boat. And I was seeing some stuff on the graph. I was looking at the graph and I saw like a couple fish, and I guess this one probably followed it all the way in and ate it right as it was probably coming up. It had a little change of direction. The fish was like, oh no, you need to come with me.
Chasing a bag, I'm racing the clock. Look at them flock, watching them flop. Used to see this in my sleep. When I ain't had shit but my thoughts in the car, I really was lost. Now I'm public with the soundscapes.